let's find something that is gonna make this a proper track. Let me delete this. Let's try something more aggressive. So I think this sound design is okay, but we need more movement in the hats. So we need to look for something else, like something faster, like this. Let's see, how does this work? So this is the call, this is the first part, the call, yeah? So what we're doing is just, we're not going all the way till the end with the hats, because we're gonna have a pickup part, that is where the drop is changing, basically going into the response now. So this is the response here, which is ending here, basically. What we're gonna do is just copy this whole thing, and we go from there on how the drop is gonna sound, okay? Let's find some sounds before this, some vocals. We add a side widener on it, it's a bit too much, that's fine. OTT probably, let's say. That's fine. So just so we can make it blend in a bit better with the track, so that's the whole secret. We obviously sidechain it. We can also add, can actually do this. Gotta put it there so we can change the rhythm of the thing, so we can actually prepare the listener. Click an F2 to change these colors, right? Immediately need to use a soft clipper here, because it's peaking, basically.
Switch. What? Yeah.
Let's use this here and see what nice effect we can make with the Stretch Pro. And we put it down 700 semitones, obviously on a new mixer track. Let's replace this. So we double click and just middle mouse button click. And in order to change the second part of the response, we need to add like a bounce in the hats. So we gotta heavily modify the rhythm that's going on here, including cutting most of these away. What we're gonna do is just work on this part first, and then after that we just copy it over. So it has to be something like, let's say, like this. So you select these while you have the on the bar selected, and you Control B to paste it over. Shift and arrow keys, yeah, for this. Let's use a rim shot instead. We just play with it like this. We just select the rim shot and we just paste it over. Obviously we're gonna blend with the volume. We need something open in here. So when you do the call and response, you gotta look for expressiveness, okay? So it plays normally and then it switches. So we immediately spot a few mistakes. This needs to be a low key, and it actually has to be with a low expressiveness, that is not too open in the high end. These on every bar. Let's do something about these. We need more high end, so we definitely need an EQ, balance the spectrum out. Let's choose this so we can view it. We just balance things out by ear. We need more power in these, so we add a soft clipper and a wave shaper. Can definitely use a reverb, so we can add more acoustics to blend this a bit more, especially with the low end, so we need the low end. Need a bit more. This needs to be louder. We make these unique and we go inside and we just delete what we don't need. Right, so these I can see they've got more expressiveness into them. So we're gonna use that's a bit too much, I think. Let's see what else is in here. This one can go here. Let's see what else we got. Like this. And we send this to a new mixer track. We EQ the shit out of it. Wave shaper. So we are in F with a sample. F, 1, 2, 3. Semitones down and it should be fine. And we can actually use this sample again. need to sidechain it though. We can actually remove the sub from here though. 3x oscillator, and we just delete it. Like this. Can you hear the clipping? I think it's actually clipping in here. Not anymore. Right, let's add some... It's out of key, lol. So with this layer, we need to make it like melodic, you know, in a way. If you haven't got this harmony on the background, you're losing the whole dynamic of the track. So remember how you make it. You need to add layers. Now people might not notice, but they are there and they add up to the harmony. So that's a very crucial point you need to consider. Okay, and we end up the sample here somewhere. It was a low note, I think. And here we make shorter segments of the same thingy, but we need to look for a different sample so we can have something to choose from. And it's going on number 8, right, in Stretch Pro. You can literally drag anything. Just gotta... I'm not gonna even listen to it because I know it's gonna sound. If not, I'll make it sound good, right? Number 8 as well, and we make a layer like to create harmony, you know, just see what works. You never know. I'm not gonna even look on the tuner because I know it has to match the vision, not the key or the scale, right? So if you, what I'm saying is that if you got harmony between the flute that's playing here, which is not currently, then if that's your vision, then you go from there because these are easily adjustable, right? These 2 tracks. So here's how we're gonna do that. We select these 2 tracks, make them shorter, not from resize, but from the sample itself. Immediately we need to either go down 300 or up. Let's check the note. E needs to be D sharp, I think, or D. Right, let's check. Right, let's see. Select everything, just make sure you tuck the ends in, and now we put it on the grid properly if we want to, but I wouldn't bother too much. We also chop these abrupt endings and the non-tonal values like this. That needs to go away a bit faster, so we basically make this unique to make it faster here. Not like this, from this tool. There we go. We stretched this a bit more. We made it unique, as you could see. There we go. On stretch. You can play with this for sure. And now we lower the volume of the whole track and we blend it by ear. Yo, is this sidechained? No, bro, I could fucking hear it. Here I want to have it like tom, you know. Right, we need a lot of work on this, but still we're there. We might need to adjust the flute, add more distortion on it, even lower the volume of these bad boys. I was gonna say girls. I think it's fitting in here. Let's see, stretch, find mixer track, sidechain this, put this on the sides, cut the lows, and we're good to go. It does add a bit of atmosphere, but it's still not what I wanted. So let me put this 700 up and see. I think it's fine. Let me just remove the ends of this. If we go and choose the sample start button, just go in here and just click create automation clip, and you're gonna have a shorter automation clip for the channel pitch. So listen to this. It's gonna go like this. Let's go. Right, let's embellish this a bit more, make it more powerful. Let's see. Need to tuck the high end a bit. Right, we need to take this bass and put it on the span, and this guy's gonna tell us everything we know. 2.5, okay. only problem is at 3k hertz, let's say. We need to get rid of this reverb that's muddy. C-room. Let's make this bouncy a bit. Let's check the note of these guys, okay? Let's check the C-room. Let's make this shorter. Let me find a sample that we can fit in there. Let's try an A, okay? OTT right off the bat. Put this down and make sure, let's find a voice or something when the kick drops, right?
Dum, 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 dum. Yeah. Ooh, ooh. Yeah, yeah. Oh. Somebody.
It's fine like this. One, yes, it can literally be anything in here, bro. Just gotta make it sound nice, okay? We do the sidechain, but we send also to the master, like 50% to the master, 50% to the sidechain.
This blood's down.
We choose the right notes. One more. That should be fine. Oh, it doesn't respect the format. Let's add an OTT here on the drums. It's actually killing the transients, killing the everything. We add the out knob. Here we need to add like proper drums again in between the transients. First put it on a new mixer track, and from here we do the EQ on it and see what it needs and how much we can boost it, so it can match the tonal presence within the context of our track, and that is something dark like there. Okay, first of all what we do is just put it on the grid normally like this, and we're good to go. There you go. 23. There we go. Again on 23 as well. You just gotta let yourself glide to the right samples, bro, you know. Let's see. Need to rely heavily on the transients. We basically gotta create those by changing the position of these guys, right, or the curves. Now what we do is just take signal from the flute, we send it to the vocal tracks, right sidechain to this track only, like this, and we use Soothe for a spectral sidechain. Okie dokie, let me repeat that again. We take signal from here, we send it to the voice, which is this, and we duck the voice every time the main signal comes in. This is the main signal. Okay, and we lower basically the volume of this track, this. That's what we're gonna do now. Right, we go into here, make sure you send the signal from the flute to the voice. This is very important. Go to the plug, settings, processing, right click and then select the flute, because it's gonna show up as soon as you link it. And from here, widen the band with the mouse wheel, just drag it like this. And let's listen after we enable the sidechain button. This is the sidechain cue. Listen to the external sidechain input. This is actually the flute again. Right now the signal is mostly licking on the side, which is fine in this case, right? We don't want it in mono. Let's check in mono. That's alright. Here we can add a vocal or something. We can actually add this here, like we make it smaller and we add it every few bars like this. There we go, just like this. For the sound effect, let's check. For the bounce effect, you know, we add this on a new mixer track. Control L on a keyboard, sidechain this. You just add it in key by ear, or you can use a tuner. In this case, the tuner has to match this sample to the scale, right? But I mostly use my ear. Where is it? Why are you here? This is Q on the keyboard. It's showing us the mono stretch. It's D, yeah. So by ear, I think I'm pretty okay because I'm tuning everything to the subline. Even if the main thingy, the main flute, it's not a flute, but still, the main serum patch is 700 semitones up. Okay, so just consider that you're working with a seventh in music theory, so that should matter. Because if you do by ear, you can get along with the whole thing with ease. Make sure you stop it here whenever you feel like you should stop it. Don't just go with it all the way up. You need to create something organic. What does that mean? Is that you need to also create waves. Like not all the sounds must be different. The sound, the panning, you know, the accentration on some frequencies. Like if you load an EQ, make sure you automate this, okay? That's how you do. Right off the bat, this needs to be the loudest point, I would say. Check this out. Again, this, we can basically copy this and we increase slightly more, just a bit of. Here, we need something else, like to, this is the call. Whoa, whoa, whoa. And then we need something like, you know, to change the vibe a bit and then prepare the beat for the next thing, you know. Yo, we already have one here. That thing right there. So if we copy these, we just leave that there. This is going on number 24 because we need to sidechain these. There we go. Bit louder because I can't hear anything. We need this tail to pop out a bit more and we just blend it with the other signal. Like that. Right, let's go. Can actually shorten that a bit more. We actually need to put this on a new mixer track because we need the reverb in there, like wide with the long tail. Let's see. Like that. That's obviously too long. We need to adjust the echo of this reverb a bit more. There we go. Okay, let's check this song a bit one more time, and then we can add a bit more details in it.